Malacanang says the opening of cinemas across the metro has been moved to March 1st. Maricel Halili joins us live from Mandaluyong City to discuss this further. Hi, Mase, why did the authorities change the date of implementation of reopening of leisure activities?
Yes, Sean. Actually, some of the members of the Metro Manila mayors, as well as MMDA Chairman Abalos, have already talked to Trade Secretary Ramon Lopez, as well as Presidential Spokesperson Harry Roque, and they mentioned that they are not in favor with the opening of cinemas, which is supposedly today, because of their concern about the ventilation of the venue. They are worried that it might be one of the causes of a rampant spread of the virus to their constituents. So they appealed to the economic team and the members of the IATF if it's possible to postpone the implementation of the reopening of cinemas. And during his press briefing earlier this afternoon, Secretary Roque mentioned that they agreed to just reopen the cinema on March 1, but this is only applicable to the National Capital Region. In some areas of the country under the general community quarantine, they can still implement a reopening of cinemas as long as the local government officials have already drafted the guidelines for those who will watch the theater. Guidelines is very important component before the implementation of the reopening of cinemas.
All right, let's do the guidelines first. When can we expect the implementing rules and regulations, or at least in this case we call it guidelines, at least for the reopening of leisure activities like museums and arcades and movie houses?
I understand, Sean, that the members of the Metro Manila Council or the Metro Manila mayors will still be having a meeting. I'm not sure if it's on Wednesday or at least within the week to talk about the possible drafting of guidelines for the reopening of cinemas, arcades, museums, and other businesses stated in Resolution 99. But they still have to announce when will be the drafted guidelines be finalized. So we still have to wait for the announcement of MMDA Chair Abalos.
All right, now how did Palace spokesman Roque respond to Mayor Francis Zamora of San Juan, who claimed that the NCR mayors, there's 13 of them, were not consulted about the reopenings?
Apparently, Sean, the members of the Metro Manila Council share the same sentiments that they were not consulted about the reopening of cinemas. Mayor Zamora mentioned that they were consulted about the expansion of the seating capacity in religious activities, and the restrictions are on age limit, the age restrictions. But unfortunately, they were not consulted about the reopening of cinemas. But Secretary Roque mentioned that early this morning, they have already met with the members of the Metro Manila Council and Chairman Abalos to get their sentiments about the matter.